What is a song? A song is a story. I was attending Weaver High School in Hartford, Connecticut, and we were privy to watching some of the early radio shows being done. And one of them would say, "I can hear the sirens coming now." And some guy would start the siren. Or, "I can hear the fire," and he would have a cigarette package. And boy, you would swear if you close your eyes. It was the roaring of a fire. And it's exactly what led me to those sound effects, that started out. It was a cold, windy night, and my cymbals could go shh. In Hartford, I had been working at the Braveroff music store. They got me a deal on buying some zildjian cymbals, and I had a ride cymbal, a crash cymbal, 2 cymbals for the hi-hat, and I had a sizzle cymbal. I was hooked with zildjian anyway, because I was a Gene Krupa fan and Buddy Rich. Never knew that someday I would actually meet and work for Buddy. He was also a zildjian player. And then I joined the Army when I was 16. Eventually, when I got out of the service, I took my GI Bill, went to Chicago with Roy Knapp School of Percussion, and then I just got lucky when I came to Hollywood and became everybody's drummer. I was known as the surrogate drummer to the stars. When rock and roll started to infiltrate the American scene, there were many musicians who said, "I will not play that garbage." That opened the door for us. And we used to hear these musicians who used to stand around wanting to know what it was we were doing, this rock and roll. It's just a backbeat on 2 or 4. That's it. Sometimes you change it around a little bit. You might make that click on 3, or you might make it on 1. 1, tick, 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 tick. Drummer to drummer, it's the simplest thing in the world. They hated us, and we could hear them saying, "These kids are going to wreck the business." I started calling us the Wrecking Crew. We became these studio musicians. But zildjian to me was the cream of the crop. I loved it. I used the same 14 hi-hats, but then I also had a set of 12 for certain really heavy rock types, so that you could hear those well. I always had the 16 crash, the 17 sizzle, and my large 22 ride. I learned to experiment and get a great sound. So at last count, I was just approaching 6,000 singles. That's not counting movies, television, pilots, commercials. And those are 7 of my 8 records of the year on the wall up there. We all just wanted to play music. And we were happy to play rock and roll music. There are tricks to every trade, whether you're driving a truck or driving a band with a set of drums. It's all the drummers that came before me that I listened to, that I copied their licks, changed them to my licks. I was taking their same magic and just using it my own way, and I would try to do that on my zildjians. That was really the story of my whole career, is just zooming in on keywords, key phrases, key pictures, because what is a song? It's a story set to music. Oh, there's no question to me. There's only one cymbal company, and that is zildjian.